Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have this Sayin model number SY-8801. This is an AM/FM stereo digital portable radio. You can find these on Amazon ranging from anywhere from $20 to $25. Be aware there's different firmware versions. There's one that's 9 kilohertz only. I didn't know about that. This is a fairly new radio. There's also one that goes to 1620 kilohertz on AM, which is this one. And I found out that there's a third version that goes to 1710 kilohertz. So I'll have links below to this radio, which is 1620 kilohertz. And then I think I'll have the link for the one that goes to 1710. So just check below. This is a fun little radio. I think you're going to like it. So just know that right up front. But definitely ask the seller which one you're getting before you order it. So by the way, this radio was donated by Chuck, a long-time supporting patron. Thank you, sir. You're awesome. I love this radio. Yeah, it's great. You have good taste in radios, and I'm sure you're listening to yours right now. So let's check it out. AM, FM, hi-fi, bass, big speaker. Say that 5 times fast. It's a tongue twister. Illustration of the radio on the front. High sensitivity antenna, digital alarm clock, and sleep timer. I was surprised it had an alarm on there, which you can wake to radio or buzzer. Nice. I had to look up the company. SY looked familiar, and it is Sayin, S-A-Y-I-N. And yeah, they're pretty proud of their radios. So let's go ahead and open this up, see what we get in the box. Okay, so it's packaged really nice. Got a cable, got the radio in like a foam wrap. And it's like we got a page of instructions underneath. Very simple, I like simple. And the box is empty, we'll set that aside. And let's see what we get. First thing is the cable. So you'd think it's a charging cable, but it's not. It's actually a USB to DC adapter. It works great for FM, but not for medium wave or AM listening. You tend to get noise from the USB transformer to the DC input. Now, if you can find a USB transformer that's like linear, that doesn't produce any noise, that'd be perfect. But until you can find one of those, yeah, use it for FM only. But it's nice, you don't have to use batteries. This is about a 3-foot cord, so it just gets you away from the outlet a bit, which is nice to see. All right. Next, we have the instructions. Pretty basic. I'll just kind of flip it open here. I'll just show you really quick. Mine comes with a thing saying if you're an American user, it says long press the M plus key when the power is off, and then it lets you choose between 10K or 9K. Yeah, I would show you that, but I have memories, so it'd probably destroy my memories. But that's what you're looking for. You want to be able to tune it 10 kilohertz if you're in America here. Most of us are watching this video, but I do have a few that aren't. So if you're not, you don't have to worry. It'll probably come shipped 9 kilohertz and you're fine. There's a model number, SY-8801. All right, so yeah, you get clock, alarm, not a lock, clock. Preset 20 stations per band, which is nice. So you get 40 presets total. I like that. Affordably batteries. Okay, I can't go over all this, but you kind of see. You'll just flip this here. Tells you how to set things. Again, pretty simple. Trying to show you the whole thing on camera. Okay, how to add memories. Okay, I think that's how to add memories, but if you're still setting the clock. Okay, short press gives you an idea. Okay, all right. So you can go up and down your. Okay, long press to auto up searching. Okay, yeah. So it's pretty basic tuning. And the power key is a sleep function, which is pretty cool. 90 to 10 and 10-minute increments in between for your sleep timer. Yeah, not bad at all. And more the M plus key to navigate your memories and the bottom here. Again, pretty simple radio. Let's get to it. So the radio, and that foam wrap. And it's cool. It's a white little radio, and it reminds me of a Sayin. Doesn't it? It looks just like it. It's got the same speaker, well, the kind of same buttons ideas. Yeah, and it's fairly small. So let's go over dimensions. So we have a length of 5 7/8 of an inch, or almost 6 inches across, including the volume knob here. Our height is 3 3/8 of an inch, and our thickness is 1 1/2 inches. Let's do a little size comparison. I always like to do those. Bring this up. So what can I bring out first? I usually have a CC pocket handy. Cool. There you go for size. It's a little bit bigger radio, but it's nice because it's got a nicer speaker. I love that speaker, by the way. We'll be talking about that speaker, and you get to hear it in action. What else do I have? Another radio around here. I have a CC Skywave in the house. So it's about as big as a Skywave, or almost. A little bit bigger than a Skywave. Definitely chunkier than a Skywave. But there you go. And then I'm sure I got a deck of cards handy here. Let's see if I got that. There we are. Yeah, deck of cards. Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He loves Sayins from China Land. Sing it with me, China Land. Ding, 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 ding. I have my fun with my deck of cards, as you can tell. So there it is. Iron Man loves his Sayin radios. Ooh, say it, Sayin. All right. Let's zoom it down and go over features of the radio. And then we'll turn it on. Yeah. So left-hand side, it's like the white plastics. I went on their website, and they're really real proud of their enclosure designs and their radio designs. So yeah, I'm impressed by the quality too. I thought it'd be cheap, but it actually feels pretty good. I saw this for sale before Chuck sent it to me, and I was kind of debating to buy it or not because, you know, that $20, $25 margin, it's starting to get up there, and I'm kind of leery sometimes. But for $20, $25, it's definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun. If it's higher than that, you'll probably be looking at a Sony or something different, but I'm pretty happy. So yeah, it's a nice construction. I like this. Here's our speaker here. I measured about 2.5 inches. It could be 2 3/4, depending on how they're measuring the flange area there for the speaker, but it's got a nice sound. A metal speaker grill there. FM, AM, DSP radio. 2 LED indicators. We got a tuning indicator, which works well, turns green, and our power indicator turns red when the radio's on. Here you can see a clock. It can be set to 24-hour or 12-hour. Right now it's 12-hour mode, showing it's 10:48 p.m. It's Central Standard Time, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois. Gotta remember we had time change. We got some buttons here on the front. We got that memory button, so you can use it to add memories to the radio. Of course, band, AM, FM. Here's your M+. If I press and hold this right now, I can change it to 9K or change it to 10K. Again, it works on my radio, and the link below should be the one to get. And, you know, again, ask the seller to be sure. Of course, memory down, memory up. Seek forward, seek down, manual increment tuning here, which is neat, just like a Sayin button tuning. As you can see, a nice amber backlit, very high contrast LCD, another nice feature. A power button, sleep function. Right hand side, we got a nice volume control. This is analog. It's smooth, easy to use. Loving it. There's a DC input of 5 volts. If you can get that same plug style and get a linear supply, you'll be much happier. You can listen to AM radio without any buzz. There's our headphones. This has FM stereo. Yeah, I love it. So FM headphone experience. Let's talk about the experience of sound I got out of here. This is not a bad radio. So expect some decent lows, strong mids, strong highs. I like that. I'm a fan of strong mids and strong highs. I listen to classical music. I listen to just music in general without all the heavy bass because, you know, my hearing isn't so great, so it tends to mess with it if it's too bassy. On AM, again, strong mids, strong highs, good for talk radio. So I noticed a slight low-level hiss at the lower volumes. So if you listen to very low volume, you're going to notice hiss to the radio. But when you're turning it up just a little bit more past low volume, you're fine. So if you're walking around with it, no issue, or standard listening, you're going to be okay. So, yeah, let's get to it. So on the top here, we have our antenna. I had to remember where I left off because we had the headphone jack last. The antenna is cool. It swivels, and it extends out to a whopping 17 inches. Gotta love that. We'll be doing an FM band scan, by the way. Yes, we will. On the back here is vented cabinet, and they call that a bass area where you get some extended bass tone out of it. And it does have a bassy speaker to it. This speaker on this radio is like a full range, which is nice. And then our battery compartment holds 4 AA batteries. If I can get this open. Boy, that's a tight fit. Okay. So on camera, this might be difficult. Let's give it a shot. Can we do it? Oh yeah, that's a tight fitting. As you can see, it comes off. So yeah, 4 AA batteries. People always want to know polarity. Top row, positive to the left. Bottom row, positive to the right. Looking at the radio from the back side. So there you are. Using AC Delco alkalines in there at the moment. And let's see if we can't get this back together. Yeah, that foam keeps it really tight. And will be a challenge doing this. That's why sometimes on camera we don't like to open battery doors. But we'll see what happens there. This is going to be rather challenging. Ah, there it is. Okay. So we know what it runs on, 4 AA batteries. Let's turn it on. So what I usually run is a little FM transmitter here. I set to 99.9 megahertz. Right now it's transmitting from an iPad as a source, and of course transmitting over that frequency. This will receive that, and then it's playing YouTube royalty-free music. You get to compare it to my other videos so you can get an idea what it sounds like. So we'll go ahead and turn the radio on. Tuning light goes on, power light, shows we're in stereo, our frequency, our band, we're on FM. We'll run this for a minute or two. Nice little audio demonstration. Love that. Like I said, just compare it to the other videos. You get an idea how this sounds compared to, like, say, a little CC Pocket or a Radio Owl or different things like that, Skywave. I always like to do that. So FM reception capabilities. Now I like to go upstairs and sit in one particular spot, same time of day, and go through the entire band and record how many stations I find. And then I give kind of a basis grade on FM. Expect this radio to run about 71 stations found in my area, which give it a good rating, 3-star for sensitivity, and about a 3-star for FM selectivity. I did notice that there were some stations that bled over a bit, but it wasn't too terrible. If you position your antenna, sometimes you get rid of that offending station, but I did notice some bleed over from stronger stations, but not too terrible on the FM. So overall, a good rating. Note that 71 stations is pretty good when an average older school FM radio such as this realistic radio on FM gets about 40 to 42 stations. So yeah, this definitely outperforms the older radios on FM. So, and of course, FM stereo is absolutely amazing on this radio, and almost every station I would tune in, I would get FM stereo. So if you like headphone listening and you love stereo, this radio does it, which is great. So let's go ahead. We're going to extend this antenna. And of course, get this so I don't hit anybody. Here we are. Aim it upwards. Now, I'm not going to hook anything to it. It's going to be straight up antenna in my basement. Typically, I don't get many stations, but I think I'll do pretty good. So you get these memory keys. So like again, you get 20. Here's 11, 10. So you can already hear stations. So we're going to go to the bottom here real quick. And we'll start our band scan down here. Let's see if we can't get 87.7. There you go. Cool. So I'm going to go up to bands FM and we'll do an AM band scan. And we'll do final thoughts. So let's do this. Do seek.
The Lord. Amen. It's off their album called The Windsong Spires.
Nice sensitive receiver. You know, for it to pick up these stations downstairs is great.
78. It's coming up on Echoes from PRX.
Radio station that a listener could get in their house. And I can't tell you how many people have shared that God spoke to them at that perfect time.
Just so you know.
¿Saliste cubana?
Óyeme, no, mi esposo es dominicano.
Ah, por eso.
You say you're working everything.
U.S. Senator Tammy Duckworth weighs in on whether the Senate will pass President Biden's $2 trillion social spending.
WJCH Joliet.
Hear the word. Reading from 1 John.
Drowning out the voices all around me through all of this chaos.
Light up el buche la bicycle.
Para no de aquí para no volver jamás, porque yo me muero cuando.
Two kids from 1 to 92.
Okay, past a few stations. Let's go down.
Inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR positive, HER2 negative, and
charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana.
Chicago's classic rock is Rush.
Today's Tom Sawyer, mean.
He's doing great.
You're as cold as ice.
Classic rock is on 97.1 FM The Drive and on The Drive's mobile app.
Good music. I like to hover on that, but you know how that goes.
Drowning out the voices all around me.
About you, and don't forget those
station here.
But he didn't like flying, so he sent his only group out there, Alan Price said, and a Randy Newman song, Simon Smith and his amazing Dancing Bear, and then Georgie
music.
And if that's not enough, every Saturday night from 6 to midnight, Jeff James breaks out his record collection and spotlights the best of the...
Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Experienced staff at local branches and free access.
I'm really digging this audio. This audio sounds really good. It's like a baby Sayin engine, but it's brighter sounding. It's not muddy sounding. I like it.
Just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
WTMX FM and HD1 Skokie Chicago. Filling your earbuds, smart speakers, and laptops. Listen live on the free Mix app or online at
Some free hotel stays.
It's been a long goodbye.
You don't even have to do too much.
There are some stations I could pick up upstairs, but not down here, but that's cool. We're finding a ton.
One or air1.com. LC.
Jams.
Show and her fellow book club members would love to have you join them if you're not a member already.
Fellow book club members.
Taking a rare 4-month break. The band's management company says the musicians plan an
We're almost done.
Give it to me and just me on.
A little bit of distortion there from a offending station.
No, we've been hot, always on the target, never miss like.
Mom rarely pressed charges, so the trepidation continued at home. Mom worked at various jobs to help.
Okay, great. That was our friend band scan, which went longer than I thought. We're gonna put the antenna down and we're gonna do a AM band scan real quick. Just pull out some stations and we'll define our thoughts. Yeah, now AM during the day surprised me. Did really well on local stations, and the local and semi-locals fantastic. So yeah, local semi-locals did good. Faint stations were difficult on daytime listening. If you couldn't get it in tune, you'd hear just a hint of it, and then if it got into tune, it would break right in. Now passive loop might help in that situation. But let's go ahead and turn this up. We're at the bottom of the AM band, as you can see, 520 kilohertz. We got the 10 kilohertz stepping, which is great. Thank you. And my radio only goes up to 1620. But right now, we're picking up a distant station. Just barely. This is CHLO, Brampton, Ontario. 441 miles, 250 watts. Not going to spend much time here, but I got a passive loop. This Turk. I'm going to put it here and see if I can't improve the reception. So that's all it needs, a little boost. Nice. A little loud. Here's 560 WIND Chicago. I'm located in Chicago, by the way, and current time was 11 p.m. even Central Standard Time. So faint stations, got to use a loop. I'll bring them in. Sometimes if you wait, AGC, the automatic gain control, is a little slower. It slowly comes in, even during the day. As you can hear, it's trying to bring a station in.
See, that's the craziest part about it. And then when you just throw out those names that you mentioned, you start talking about Florida.
Here's 590. This is WKZO, Kalamazoo, Michigan, about 140 miles away, 5,000 watts.
It's all being open in 1 year.
Great. So I'm getting 60,000.
620 WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to my north, 50 miles, 10,000 watts. If you notice, medium wave uses an internal antenna, and it's usually horizontally orientated to the top of the radio. You just turn that top edge of the radio, or that antenna, towards the station you're trying to receive. If we move it from the station, you'll lose the signal. That's how you tune AM band.
50 towards the house and play for 10.
See, it works out pretty good. Let's keep going. CFCO 630, Chatham, Ontario. It's a country music station, 310 miles away, 6,000 watts. This is I believe WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles away, 1,600 watts. Here's WSM, Nashville, Tennessee. It's coming in kind of weak right now, 434 miles. I've heard it better.
And the score was semi-close, and then all of a sudden,
so we're getting bleed over from 670, but I actually can hear 660 here, WFAN, New York, New York, which is 750 miles.
There was passion there. More recently, it's just like
670 the score, WSCR, Chicago.
Funeral. And I don't think it's going to get any better.
Are kind of curbing our economy. We've talked a great deal about the supply.
Here's WLW. This is Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Difficulty with the supply chain has been the consumer.
It's the Raleigh James Show.
Here's 720 WGN, Chicago. See, on the AM band, it sounds fantastic. Love it. Okay, we're getting some feedback. Here we go, CFZM, Zoomer Radio, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. Sounds good.
That in terms of records that we know, there could be some that just... Because this was the
greatest 750, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles to the south.
They did. And there were legitimately fires in terms of...
184,000 businesses. De Blasio said this is a preemptive strike designed to stall another wave of virus cases.
WGR Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles.
By the way,
Chicago police did not believe his attack story. So in other words...
WABC, New York, New York. 750 miles.
Mr. Smollett took
podcast movie experience from C13 Features.
Ghost Rider is available now.
WBBM Chicago. We're almost done. I'm just going to go through a couple more stations.
In the works to attract more shoppers and retailers to North Michigan Avenue.
So let's go. WCCO, barely picking it up. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles. Of course, you just wait and sometimes it improves.
That's waiting for shipment.
WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, about 300 miles.
With the most draconian.
With the 144.1 megahertz with the handheld radios, they're very similar in the fact.
Here's KOA, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario.
Paired up with Damian Lillard. All good things gotta come to a close.
WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles.
It's time to move on. I want to ask our producer.
Include eyeglasses, wellness visits, gym membership, meal delivery, and hearing.
And here's WCBS, excuse me, New York, New York. All right, and then yeah, you can Seek Tune. Of course, it's going to find a lot on the evening band.
That would be something that...
I'm thinking we can do a dedicated band scan.
Sam, anything on this?
This is so dumb.
1180, I think this is Wham. WHAM, Rochester, New York. 545 miles. Okay, we're done. Yeah, you get an idea. Mine goes to 1620. But there you go. Like I said, it does have an alarm on it, which is neat, which you can wake to radio or buzzer. And of course, you have your clock, 24-hour or 12-hour. So yeah, definitely a winner in my book. If it stays around 25 and under, this is definitely a worthy pickup. You heard how good it sounded and how well it received the stations. Did a pretty decent job on both bands. I'm rather impressed. Definitely a keeper. I love this radio. So yep, definitely gets thumbs up. Check out the links below. Those two links should be good as far as the stepping on 10K. Like I said, mine goes 1620. You might get one that goes 1620. If it's a bothersome, you can always ask the seller where you're buying from to make sure it goes to 1710. If you want to full expanded band, some people like the upper stations there, or who want the full capability of the radio. So definitely check those out. Two, if you like these little inexpensive radios and want to see more, hit subscribe with the bell icon, get notified of these reviews, and of course deals if we find a deal. Now I found a deal on this radio before I even made the video. It was $12, and I put it up and didn't realize, because this radio is brand new, didn't realize there'd be a 9K version. So everybody's like, hey, my radio's only 9K, it doesn't change. I'm like, really? Mine does. So yeah, I learned that. So, but it was still $12, and this thing is awesome at $12 with the FM if you're just an FM listener. So if you found a deal and it was $12 and you weren't sure about the AM band and you love FM, then just go for it. FM all the way. Okay, and then third, comment below what you think about this radio. Do you think you'd pick it up? Do you like it enough? Do you think it's worth the $20-25? Let me know. All right, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.